I've got no visitors today. I'm all by myself. So I'm not doing a roast. If I had visitors, I would have gone and done a roast. So I'm going to have this bolognese, which I froze, right? This reminds me of bloodworm, what you give to fish. If you keep fish, you know what I'm talking about, right? And I portioned this up wrong, and I don't want to waste it because it was a really nice bolognese. Ah, there you are. So, where there's a will, there's a way. That should be plenty. Three restaurants have offered me a free roast dinner today. Today! It's like the buses, right? All at once. So, I said, oh, I'm going to have to let you know. Message me and I'll let you know. But one of them sort of asked me twice, and I said, well, can't I go next week for Mother's Day? So maybe next week I'll take them out for a roast. I don't know. And also, to my ladies, happy International Women's Day. We're not having sketty, we're having fusilli tonight, which I'm just going to boil up some. The other pan that you like with the flowers still got chicken supreme in it. And while that's doing that, I'll grate some cheese. Now, last week I had a little bit of a gain, and it was £3.5, big gain, I get that. But now this week, people are making me feel bad for going chippy. They're saying I've gone back to old habits. I'm learning. And I always say in my videos, it's just about getting the balance right. What works for me might not work for you. I overindulged last week, I came on, I put my hands up. But no, I've learned a lot of good habits. And then next week, if I lose, they'll be telling me, oh, you've lost too much weight. You're getting too thin. What do I do? Doomed if you do and you're doomed if you don't. I am guilty. Well done, I've turned the kettle on. Hold on. Some people are saying that my portion sizes have got bigger, which, with the bypass over time, is meant to happen. When you first get the bypass, it's 10 to 12 mil, and over time it does gradually get bigger and you can consume more. And that is why it is important to form good habits when you've had your bypass or sleeve from the start, so that when you can eat more, you're eating more of better things. If I wanted to put on weight, right, I could literally get a pack of crisps, wait a little while, have another packet of crisps, wait a little while. I could consume a whole chocolate bar over the course of the day. So I'm still working with it. It's just finding the balance. I am guilty of dishing up too much food sometimes, if not often. But that's for two reasons. Going from 30 stone to 14 stone, 16 stone difference. The mind takes a while to catch up. Also, my restriction changes on a daily. So it can even change from the morning to the afternoon. Some days I can eat more, some days a couple of mouthfuls and I'm full up. Here's an example. I've made too much cheese and I've definitely done too much pasta. But I never know what day it's going to be like. Anyways, dinner! Spaghetti bolognese with fusilli and cheese. That is good. What I think I'll do is I'll do what I eat in a day and show you on a day when the restriction is big, we can't eat much, and in a day when the restriction is not really, well, it does restrict, it does, but we'll go from there. Cheerio!